Good morning. Welcome to Bill's Garden again. I learn something new almost every day. Life wouldn't be worth living if we didn't continue to advance, I think. And so it keeps me happy. And oftentimes the most amazing things happen by accident. It really just something happens, and if you're watching, you see it and you go, oh wow, look at that. Well, what happened to me is, going back a couple of months, I was sowing broccoli seeds in 6-packs over in my nursery. It will be the first crop of broccoli I've raised here in Hawaii. It's doing pretty well, by the way. But half of the broccoli plants came up and they weren't broccoli. I guess there was I had seed somehow. Seed had gotten mixed up. That's the only explanation for this. I really don't know how it happened, but it did. As I walked by my broccoli plants, I looked down and 50% of them are definitely not broccoli. Now there's some kind of a mustard family for sure, so they were related, but wasn't broccoli. And so my friend Peter, he had a look at him. He said, well, it looks like arugula to me. I said, you're probably right. It does look a lot like arugula, but on the other hand, I also had some daikon radish that I'd been planting. I might have messed that up. Anyway, so not knowing what they were, when I set the broccoli out, I also set out the arugula. And well, sure enough, after a while, the plants actually went ahead and one of them produced some flower on top. Definitely it is arugula. I recognized it from the past. And the rest of the row here has made some very, very presentable arugula. Now, I kind of like arugula in a salad, but it's not my favorite green vegetable. On the other hand, in the right salad, in the right combination, arugula is a wonderful thing. And the reason I'm not more into it is that every time in the past that I've tried to grow that crop, it seemed like it drew every bug under the sun. I mean, it would just get decimated by all manner of different insects. Back in Wisconsin, when I planted it, I ended up with a beetle that I'd never seen before, and I never saw the beetle again after I pulled out the arugula. California, the snails that eat it. We'd get aphids and worms all over it, whatever. Flea beetles, oh my God, it's a messy plant. In general, it is. But here, by accident, arugula seeds showed up in my broccoli flats, and I put them in the ground. Well, guess what? Nothing has touched the arugula but me. There's not a bite on it. There's not a leaf miner. I don't have a worm. There are no beetles chewing on it. Even the slugs in Hawaii think it's poison. Check it out. Look at this. Perfectly clean arugula. I mean, there is not a single bite, a mark, no imperfections. And I mean, I haven't used a spray or anything. The only thing was done here was the arugula was fertilized. Right along with the broccoli next to it here. Here's a row of broccoli, and as you can see, there are small holes in my broccoli leaves, mostly from the green cabbage worm. There's one of the little suckers right there right now. See him, huh? A little sticky cabbage worm. So much for that. Anyway, yeah, cabbage worms are kind of hitting my broccoli a little bit. Nothing hard enough to get worried about, but nothing eats the arugula. Now, this is special because any other time I grew arugula anywhere else in the United States, everything ate arugula. So, talking about sustainable crops in Hawaii, it appears that if you wish to grow an organic green in Hawaii and not be plagued with all sorts of attacks, you might want to try arugula. It's a complete inside out, upside down, in reverse logic, but there it is. Perfect arugula. Had it last night in a salad with manoa lettuce and zucchini and sun-dried tomatoes and some chicken and garlic and balsamic vinaigrette. Oh, golly, it was good. It was so delicious. Yeah, it was really, really good. Over here you'll see that I am intercropping with Maui onions. Right next to the Maui onions we have peanuts. A little row of peanuts right there. These here are a Japanese green onion on both sides of the broccoli and the arugula rows. And so they're being pulled out as I need them for my salads. I believe I'm going to put some daikon in this morning, right down there next to the other Maui onions on the far end of the row. So, you learn something new every day. Happy gardening. Keep your eyes open. Green Thumb Gardening is 80% observation and analysis and only 20% action. Keep your eyes open. Happy gardening.